Some great weather. It's going to be nice for the next few days. Better off in the west. Temperatures are bumping up really for the south coast of BC. Not just Ike. Southern Ontario, it's been wet on Saturday. It's going to continue to be wet on Sunday. This is really another low pressure system that affected you, and the aftermath of Hurricane Ike, now a tropical storm Ike. It's becoming a post-tropical storm as it moves towards the north-northeast, and I'm going to give you more details exactly what's happening with Ike. Thank you for joining us at the Weather Network. I'm Sangita Patel, and I'm here with our producer Dawn and our meteorologist Gary. And all we've been talking about is Ike and how it's going to affect the lower Great Lakes. Currently, the system is affecting the areas of Arkansas, moving towards Missouri, and the winds are sustaining at 65 kilometers an hour. Now you notice it's moving north-northwest at 39 kilometers an hour. That's pretty quick. That's because it's on the subtropical jet stream, and that's moving towards the St. Lawrence Seaway in Canada. So that's why it's coming to the lower Great Lakes so early on Sunday afternoon. It's moving very quickly. So that's the most important effect really for southern Ontario. Now the tracking, again, it's moving towards, it's in Arkansas. That's going to move towards Mississippi Valley, affecting Ohio Valley, and again right into southwestern Ontario, affecting the lower Great Lakes, and east to eastern Ontario, southern Quebec by Monday in the morning period. Now, Galveston, Texas got hit Saturday morning around 2:10 a.m. as a Category 2 hurricane. And our storm chaser, Mark Robinson, sent us this video showing of the aftermath and also the storm surge that were happening along the coastal areas, up to 10 to 15 feet high along the seawalls on the coastal areas. And you can see the smoke development too. It's just showing the disastrous situation that happened because of a Category 2 Hurricane Ike going through Galveston. Wow, that's pretty strong. So, you know, it's a major issue. Again, it's continued to be a major issue for Arkansas, also for Missouri, Illinois, Oklahoma. Tornado watches are in place. And again, it is weakening because it is inland. And by the time it comes to southern Ontario, it's the remnants of Ike that's really going to affect southwestern Ontario. Rainfall warning in place for Sunday. We could see areas up to 100 millimeters developing, especially in southwestern Ontario. As we move toward the northeast, lesser amounts, we can see up to 50 millimeters of rain. It's going to be a wet day overall for southern Ontario. That system is going to move in by the afternoon period, and the low pressure system is really going to be localized the center area of Toronto. So the higher elevations around the Niagara Escarpment could see heavy amounts of rain. And the other story really is the winds are going to be gusting at about 60 to 70 kilometers an hour, really to the south because of the area of that low pressure system. And we could see sustaining winds of 20 to 25 kilometers an hour. So it's going to be a very active day in southern Ontario. And then as it moves into southern Quebec, we're going to see some unsettled weather. Frost warning in place for Alberta and especially central areas, and affecting Red Deer, Drumheller, also Leduc, seeing some frost warning in place. And that's due to clear skies and light winds and, you know, just cool air mass that's in place. So it's going to be a cool start for Sunday. Same story for southeast areas of Saskatchewan, affecting Estevan and areas of Yorkton. Now, that's going to continue probably because of the clear skies, because high pressure is in place really in the prairies and also for BC. Cooler temperatures in the northern prairies. We're dealing with this quasi-stationary system, and that's bringing some showers for northwestern Ontario around Kenora and Geraldton. There's that low pressure system bringing all that moisture and all that tropical air mass. So we're feeling the humidity building in for southern Quebec and southern Ontario. A slight break for the Maritimes and Newfoundland, but that system's going to push in on Monday, and that's going to bring some active weather, unsettled weather for the next few days. But you will get your break in the long-range forecast. So for British Columbia, it's going to be a good day Sunday morning, high pressure, and it's going to be sunny for the next few days overall. For your long-range forecast, BC, it's going to be beautiful. It's going to continue for the next few days if you're in the south coast. Temperatures could get into the high 20s if you're on the east side of the lower mainlands. If you're in the southern interior, mid-20s. It's going to feel like summer on the last week of summer. Enjoy the weather, the sunshine, sit outside. Nice, very nice, right across the west. Temperatures will start bumping up for the prairies, especially the southern parts of Saskatchewan and Alberta. Not much to talk about in terms of precipitation. There's a trough in place in Manitoba that could bring some showers, most likely cloud cover in areas of northern Manitoba affecting Churchill. We are going to see some clearing for northwestern Ontario as that system moves to the north. Now, the active weather is really in the east. We're dealing with this low pressure system that's moving towards the St. Lawrence Seaway, really affecting the areas of Bay de Chaleur, New Brunswick, getting some heavy amounts of rain. And as you can see, the low pressure system moves in. That's the remnants of Ike, and it's tracking towards the St. Lawrence Seaway, towards the Arctic. So there's that subtropical jet stream coming with the polar jet stream. So contrast and air mass, and that brings a lot of active weather really for the Maritimes and Newfoundland. It's going to be unsettled for Monday. Continue to see some showers. Good news for southern Ontario, southern Quebec as high pressure moves in, and that will continue for the next few days. High pressure continues across the prairies and BC.
We grew up in different worlds, but we share the same sense of fun. That's my grandma.
Improved protection, more absorbent than ever. Depend, anything's possible.
With two great kids and a husband that still thinks